I'm Davey.
I'm Misty.
DMWATS.
Unscripted.
Unedited.
I'm ready.
Unapologetic.
No, you're not.
Let's get
No,
it.
you just have to go because you're never going to be ready.
Okay. What's going on, everybody? I am Davey.
I'm Misty.
And you guys, welcome to another episode of DMWATS podcast. We came back the next day, just like cats. We are back. But
just like cats?
Yeah.
That play?
no, cats, like the cat came back the very next, I'm probably showing my age now.
I don't even know what that is.
You don't know the cat?
Never
Okay.
heard of that.
Okay, look it up. The cat came back the very next day.
Okay.
Anyway, okay,
Well,
I'm gonna
good
show it
for
to
the
her.
cat.
Yeah, I'm gonna show it to her. But anyway, so you guys can find us on DMWATSpodcast.com. All right, and all the streaming services. You guys know we're in some cryptos. We just stopped saying what, they're just still up there right now. And we are still about that blue and yellow Ukraine. You guys, please pray for those people, Ukraine. Donate, do whatever you can to help those people and those children over there. We have to say that we have a special NFT
We do have a special NFT.
coming out for those people in support of the children of Ukraine.
Yep.
Proceeds will be going to the help to UNICEF to help the children of Ukraine. So be on the lookout for that.
Yep.
It's definitely going to be on our OpenSea.io
Yes.
/ DMWATS. You guys make sure you check that out probably over
It's
the next
never
week.
been minted.
Nope, hasn't been minted yet.
This was just created.
Yeah.
And right now we're trying to decide if we're putting it up for auction. I say we put it up for auction.
Yeah.
He doesn't. So what do you think?
No, I agree. It gotta go-
It's got to go up for
yeah.
auction
Mhm.
so we can get the most money because we do want to help
Yep.
any way we can. We're trying to answer the call
Absolutely.
to Zelensky and what he said at the
Yeah.
Grammys. And I'm like, you know what? We're on here. We're doing this stuff. We can
Yep.
help too.
Yep. And so we're going to put those out there. And I'm sure with you guys' help, we can get some funds headed over to those guys and with much needed funds headed
Something.
over to those people
And
over there.
it's a trustworthy place.
Absolutely.
Charity.
Yeah, UNICEF. Everybody
and-
knows what UNICEF is.
Whoever purchases the NFT, then obviously we will show them proof of,
But yeah,
we'll have proof up. We'll
Right.
put it on our website.
once
we'll
all
put
of
it
them
out
are
there.
once all of them are sold, we'll put it up on the website.
Yeah.
Hey, and
How
proof
much
from
we
UNICEF.
sent,
Yep, this is
how
exactly
much we got, full
Yep.
transparency.
exactly. So there it is. So now service dog Nisa says hello as she's down there sniffing the ground for
I know. I
randomly
went
stuff
to,
to
you silenced your phone. Please silence your phone as the captain has turned on the no
Yeah.
smoking sign.
the idea. Which
No, and so I went to do that and she was like nipping at my leg. And that's why I'm like, what are you doing?
our dog is being our dog. What do you do?
Woo, she is just
Yeah.
tearing everything
So-
out. I guess it's my turn for the
Yep,
fishbowl.
it is.
I'm over here
It's
going,
good.
why are
Well,
you pulling the
It's-
fishbowl
Yep,
topic?
it is going to be your turn for the fishbowl. What do we get for the fishbowl topic? As she, okay, yeah,
I get my sleeve.
she got the long
I
sleeve going
got my
today.
sleeve.
It's all good, baby. What
We're
do we
gonna talk
get?
about sleeves today.
Oh, also, if you guys also haven't noticed, we got us a new camera. So we may be a little bit clearer today. We got us a new
For
camera.
those of you that are listening, just keep on listening
Yeah. So,
because I'm telling you,
yeah.
my makeup, I have tons of makeup on. You'd never know.
Yeah, I'm
You'd
telling you,
never know.
these new cameras,
Now I have
like,
to do this whole thing over again.
well, you notice the difference between your camera that comes on the laptop versus the new one that you get, and you're just like, whoa, boy. So,
Speaking of cameras,
yeah,
speaking of makeup,
Extravagant Weddings
yay or nay?
is gonna be the fishbowl topic. Extravagant Weddings, yay or nay? So I'm gonna start with the woman of the house and ask her how she feels about extravagant weddings. No?
Nope.
Okay, so well, first of all, let's talk about extravagant. Like,
Well,
what do you view as
extravagant
extravagant?
is perception, right? I
Right.
mean, it's whatever your perception of extravagant is.
Mhm.
I view extravagant as like 50 plus people,
Mhm.
and thousands and thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's in the flowers or the food. Here's the thing: weddings are thousands of dollars
Mhm.
to begin with. So
Yeah.
those venues, I mean, seriously, even a small
Yeah.
wedding, 50 below, you're looking at 10 G's.
Yeah. I don't
Easily.
look, don't get me wrong. There are times where
Even if you have it at home or
Yeah.
at somebody's house, you're still looking at around 5 to 8.
yeah.
I mean, there's a lot that goes into a wedding, and even if you DIY it, 5 G's. I
Yeah.
promise you, you
Uh-huh.
think, but you're gonna get to Hobby Lobby, you're gonna get to Michael's, you're gonna be like, oh, I gotta have this, oh, I gotta have that too.
No, I think that It depends on your like I said, your definition of extravagant. So there are times where I'll see, extravagant weddings on TV shows and stuff. I'm like, wow, that'd have been cool. You know what I mean? But I've seen people in the military, right? I've seen people that will literally, I knew one couple spent their entire bonus on their wedding that they got from the military on getting professional pictures made. And granted, I get it, their memories. And you get to do this,
sure.
It's like, hey, you want to do it right, the memories and all that other stuff, right? That's cool. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, let's think about memories, I say that you get to remember that was the best day of your life. You also get to remember we still are paying for that best day of our life.
Well, and honestly, I mean, I don't know. I'd rather see, well, for me personally, I don't like the extravagance of it, but I'm also not, because a lot of guys, like, they go into the ring. So you've gone in debt over the ring. Mm-hmm. Now you're going to go in debt over the wedding itself, unless she's a very traditional bride and her family is throwing it for her. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I don't get the whole, what I don't get? I'm going to say this out loud.
Okay.
I don't understand destination weddings.
What do you mean? Like, well, you got to go somewhere to get married?
Yeah. Now, if it's just you and your person, and let's say another, like your best man and your bridesmaid. Okay.
Yeah.
Destination all day long. Mm-hmm. Tell people, hey, getting married.
Yeah.
If you want to come. But I'm more of the romantic thing where it's about eloping. Like, I like the eloping. Mm-hmm. I like the surprise. I like the hey, we're going to go get married. And do it. I think I'm more of the romantic side of a wedding than I am extravagant.
See, I'm more so all about the honeymoon. You know what I mean? Like I am more so about the honeymoon, right? Like I can get married. Hell, with Neil Shane and Argent, we got married in a courthouse. We just totally
romantic.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? But I'm about the honeymoon too, where it's like, look, extravagant honeymoon. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? However, most of the time, a lot of times the extravagant wedding will include the extravagant honeymoon. So it's just like, hey, we're going to go here to this destination. And it's also our honeymoon. We're going to have our honeymoon there. So in reality, it's really your honeymoon. The wedding was a plus two.
As long as you got a chick that understands that.
Yeah.
Or a guy that understands that.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing it up like that. We're just like, I guess at the same time, it all depends on who you are. Because with us, we're like, wait, hold on, because like in today's society, like you said, the ring is almost
God, the rings are ridiculous.
The rings, it's literally like
I'm
telling you that if you ain't ever walked into a Jared's, is that what it's called? Jared's Jewelry?
Oh, there's a Jared's, there's a K's, there's
a K's, that's the one.
There's all kinds, there's lanes,
if you ain't ever walked into K's Jewelers, I'm gonna tell you, you want to walk into K's Jewelers and immediately feel obsolete. As a human being, you go ahead and walk in there.
Yeah.
First of all, you go into K's Jewelers and they apparently look at you like immediately like you ain't got no damn money. If you walk into K's Jewelers, I'm telling you.
And then they're gonna bug you because here's the
thing. See anything you like?
They want you to open credit.
Yeah.
They don't care if they think you can afford it or not. They're gonna give you a credit line.
Go ahead and open the credit. Yep. Next thing you know, 15 grand later. When you know damn well you ain't got no business spending 15 grand on no damn ring.
Yep. And then here's the worst part. Your cake can cost just as much as your ring.
That's true. You mean like
cake is stupid expensive.
What is like so like okay, that's another thing when we start talking about extravagant weddings, right? So I seen on TV and reality shows, all that other stuff where they go do the cake tasting. And I'm like, what's wrong with chocolate cake? Or vanilla cake. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love some strawberry cake too, but
angel food.
Yeah, angel, like rub it. Like you will go there and be like, well, this one is custard imported in from Icelandic mountains. And you be like, what? Hold on. Y'all got any chocolate cake? That's really what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. I just want the chocolate cake, nothing else. So
yeah, but even then, but if you just go to a grocery store and buy a birthday cake, it's expensive.
Yeah.
So times that by 50 guests and everybody wants a slice, or you want enough for everybody.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. But I just pulled up, this is gonna be fun.
What you get?
I just pulled up the average cost of weddings by state.
Okay.
So this was in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
And the average cost across the United States was $28,000
for a wedding.
For a wedding. The venue is the most expensive part at an average of 10 G's. Then rings, photographers, videographers is next.
Wow.
And then in the state of Kansas,
that's a lot.
it is.
It's a lot. You know what I mean? It's
stupid.
Yeah,
stupid.
So it's broken down by state,
right? But then in the state of Kansas, it was $22,000. That's not a destination wedding. First off,
that's like right in the state.
In Kansas.
Yeah, the average cost of the rings or the wedding itself. Like
in New Jersey, it's $53,000.
And so that doesn't include the ring.
No. So I mean, this is just right. And this is the average.
Right. So this is the average. 22 grand. Well, we'll take our state in Kansas. 22 grand on average for the wedding.
Yes.
Now, remember we talked about the ring. I think at a minimum, a ring is going to run people who try to go all out. It's going to be about 7 to 10 grand.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be about
easily
7 to 10.
I mean,
7 to 10 grand. Then now let's add in, a honeymoon. Let's just say you want to go to a hotel or a vacation spot for a few days or something like that. And you're like, well, that's about another 5-6 grand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Next thing you know, you're like, we just bought a car.
Seriously,
like,
you could
we just bought a car for the price of our wedding.
I would rather have a down payment on a house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Than I would an extravagant wedding.
Yeah.
I would rather have that.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, so it's not something that we're like, shame on you for getting an extravagant wedding or anything like that. It's
a crazy phenomenon.
Yeah, it is.
I blame social media. I blame television because television started that whole thing.
Right.
With, my extravagant wedding or my Greek wedding or my this wedding. And it's like, wow.
Yeah. And I agree. I 100% agree with that because of the fact what was it? My Greek wedding. That's the one I was thinking about, right? My extravagant wedding was the series, wasn't it? It was called My Extravagant Wedding.
Yeah, that's a series. Or Say Yes to the Dress.
Holy shit, dresses, that one. I'm glad you mentioned that.
$13,000. The low end, you're looking at $2,000, and that's for a dress that's not going to look good on you.
Yeah.
So you have to have an in, or you have to go and be the right size to go somewhere and buy off rack, which I did for our wedding, and it was beautiful. I loved what I had.
It was beautiful.
At the courthouse. And then I made my own corsage.
Yeah.
We had a beautiful landscape garden.
Oh my baby. It was great.
We had a great wedding, and then we had a huge barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
And we did have that catered.
Yeah.
But it was actually donated to us by our barbecue guy.
Yeah, the barbecue was, and it was a lot.
It was a lot.
It was a lot of barbecue. Yeah, it was a lot of barbecue.
But it was beautiful and intimate.
Right. But I agree. I want to get back to the dress. I've seen that show Say Yes to the Dress before. And some of them dresses on there, I'll be like, y'all ain't got no rental option?
For one time.
For one time.
For one time.
And I can't see it. You talking 10, 20, 30 grand for dresses that you're going to wear once.
Mm-hmm.
One time.
One time.
And then they're like, there's no way to convince me at all. It's like, hey, but this is the best moment of your life. This is a one-time deal. Yeah, I got one shot to go broke. No, I'll have plenty of other chances to go broke, and it won't be for a wedding dress.
Yeah, seriously. Because what if it doesn't work out? What you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna sell the dress, but you're gonna sell it at a serious lower cost.
Glad that you mentioned that. I used to have know a guy in the fire department, at one of the fire departments that I worked with, and he went all out. He met this woman at the mall, and it was a big wedding, but quick wedding. Like literally, when I say quick wedding, I mean like a quick relationship to a wedding. Oh. It was like within like 3 months.
Oh, they were getting
quicker than us. They were getting married in like 3 months, and I was like, oh man, okay, congrats. I said, well, he was like, what's going on? I said, what's going on? Oh, bro, we going to Hawaii for the honeymoon. We're gonna do it up for our wedding. In my head, I'm like, so 3 months. And this girl for 3 months. He said, no, man, I love her. I said, okay. I said, cool, I'm not going to be able to make. I was deployed, and so I wasn't able to make the wedding. And lo and behold, don't you know, a year later, they were divorced. And her parents came after him to get paid back for the money that the parents, because the parents foot the bill for the way. Yes.
Ooh.
Yes. Her parents came after him for that money back. And I said,
go mom and dad. Jilt my little girl will.
Yeah, he was like, I ain't giving them nothing. I said, yeah.
Well,
You'd be surprised what the law says. You might want to
promise, buddy.
You might want to check and make sure, according to law, you're not bound by anything. Because
well, and that's what I was. And actually, a fun fact. So this one in New Jersey, 53,000 on average. Hawaii is only 38,000.
Really?
So I mean, if you live in New Jersey and you're planning a wedding, why wouldn't you go to Hawaii?
Yeah.
Like it would be cheaper in Hawaii, and who knew you're gonna have. Sorry, I know Jersey is the Garden State. I've been there. It's a beautiful state.
Yeah.
But Hawaii.
Yeah, but also in Hawaii, if you live in Hawaii, it's like you have a wedding, it's like, do we go somewhere? Because you live there, right? You live in Hawaii already. It's the spot where people go to get married.
Sure.
So it's like, and if you live in Hawaii, do you just like, hey, well, let's go to where? We are literally in paradise. This is where people go.
This is the Garden of Eden.
This is literally could be the cheapest wedding ever. We are literally right here at the tropical island. You know what I mean? So it's like, I mean, or like people in these other vacation spots that live there. But at the same time, at that time, they're like, nah, most of the people that live in these spots, we want to get out of there anyway. We just want regular life.
You know, speaking of weddings, I just saw that another Kardashian got married.
Kourtney Kardashian just got married. And
Kravis, whatever they call
it.
But because I was like, oh God, you know. But no, they just went to Vegas. And I was like, okay, at least you did it right. Like to me.
They are multimillionaires. And they was like, Vegas. Went to Vegas. Called it a day.
The extravagant wedding thing. Like, I don't know. Have a party. It's about your love. It's not about how much you spend.
Yeah.
And if you love me, you'll buy me a house.
Exactly. I mean, hold on now. But no, seriously.
We didn't even do a honeymoon.
Yeah, we didn't.
No.
We did our honeymoon first. We'll say that.
I know.
We did our honeymoon first.
But when we were sitting here starting it with you're an extravagant honeymoon person, I'm like, to who?
Yeah. So our honeymoon, well, I would gander to say, like we said, we did ours in first. That's what I'd claim, but we didn't really have one.
We didn't have
one. We didn't really have one. So, but we did go on a cruise 2 months prior.
Every day with you is a honeymoon.
Yeah, see, every day with you is a honeymoon too, because she wasn't complaining.
No,
she was. No,
I'm really not.
But 2 months prior, we did a trip to the Bahamas, which guys, it's on one of the episodes.
First week of May, we went to the Bahamas.
Well,
last week of March.
Yeah, we went to the Bahamas.
Last week of May, we got married.
Yeah, and so it was pretty. Don't get me wrong, Bahamas was pretty great. You know what I mean? But
it was hard to beat.
It's really hard to beat. Honestly, if you want to talk about a cheap but fun option for extravagant weddings and stuff, go on a cruise. Seriously, go on. They got everything that you need on a cruise.
They have all the food.
Yep,
they
all the amenities.
Everything you need.
Everything.
Get your guests to get the unlimited package.
Unlimited drink package.
Have fun.
Yeah, and I mean,
you do a 3-day thing. It's only 3 days, but it feels like a week. We only did 3 days. It was wonderful.
Yeah, it was wonderful. And what I can say is that most of the time on the cruise, because what is it, like 13 drinks when you get the drink package? You get 13 drinks a day, which you will never go through. If you do, you need to go see somebody about that drinking problem. You do this because the drinks on the ship are strong as hell. They don't mess around. But everybody can have fun, and it's literally maybe $1,500. You know what I mean? And you can do all of that. And at the most, you're paying for the flight to get to where the port is or something like that. But other than that, it's a real nice trip. However, you could go $1,500 on the cruise, and then you're just like, yeah, but I still spent 10 grand on this ring. So
the top 5 wedding destinations in the United States. Okay. Hawaii is number 1. Of course. Yep. Napa Valley, California, obviously. Okay. I mean, that makes sense to me. Florida, number 3. Colorado is number 4. I can see that. That's some beautiful forest. Yeah. And then Sedona, Arizona.
I've never been there. I don't know.
I guess I gotta go to Sedona.
It was New Orleans.
How is New Orleans a wedding destination?
Well, you made that. I mean, I guess. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure. Well, hold on. I'm sure
If
New
you know,
Orleans,
let
New
me
Orleans,
know. I don't
New
get
Orleans
that.
got some tourist spots down
New
there.
Orleans is beautiful.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong.
yeah.
But I'm like,
Yeah, I'm sure they got some very wonderful like tourist
is that
spots.
like a voodoo wedding?
No,
Is
no,
that
no.
like,
I mean, but like there's, but it's Mardi Gras in New Orleans, right?
well, yeah, but
Yeah.
that's party. Like, why would you?
Hey,
Yeah. Not judging.
No,
Just
I'm saying you marry young, and then it's like, hey, let's go. We're going to Mardi Gras. Woo!
Yeah. All of a sudden, your new wife comes home with a bunch of beads. Maybe you should ask her how she got her beads.
Maybe ask you got those beads. It's like, well, she's still your wife, buddy. But all right, she still got the ring on. What's next? Vegas. Vegas, the next one.
Yeah, and then New York City.
I will say I don't know how Arizona and Colorado and them came before Vegas.
I don't
like
know.
Vegas
came before Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas is Hawaii. Come on, but
that makes sense. But Vegas, it's like you got to drive through Vegas.
Vegas is, it's a tourist / honeymoon spot.
Yeah.
It's like that's the spot where Vegas you can go to get married, have your honeymoon, party it up, the whole nine.
Absolutely.
And then come back. Like you spend a week in Vegas. Not if you're me, you done with Vegas by like day 3. Look, I can only see so many casinos.
Oh, I feel like I'd be done day 2.
Yeah, it's like I can only see so many. Not Vegas ain't just casinos.
No.
They got the show, Cirque du Soleil. All those things are really amazing.
Fun interactive museums.
Right. And they got a bunch of stuff.
An ad for Vegas.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hello, Vegas Tourism Board.
Go over
DMWATS podcast.
If you want to give us some free trip to Vegas, with a nice room and so on and so forth, we'll film from there, whole 9.
Yeah.
Don't even worry about it. Like, hey, we are live in Vegas. It's only going to be a 5-minute show. We out this book.
Just remember, what happens in Vegas gets podcasted on DMWATS.
That's what it is.
You're welcome.
So, yeah, exactly.
There's your tourism board.
Exactly.
New motto.
Hey, what's the last one, baby?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I just
New York.
Yeah,
New York City.
But New York makes sense because you do have so many amazing cathedrals and all kinds of different places, parks.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Yeah, and I mean but see, that's in the U.S.
Niagara Falls.
That's USA and Canada. Okay, I thought it was saying in the world. I was like, wow, but there's so many other spots. You know what I mean? But
Vermont would be beautiful.
Yeah, there's a lot of beautiful spots. I'm here to tell you, depending on the type of person you are. If you married a wife or husband that y'all both hunters or like to go hunt and fish and look at the mountains and hikes, Oregon. If that's your thing to do,
or if you're role playing to be a vampire,
Oregon.
Just saying.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get.
And here's the thing, though: a lot of people get married at the Ren Fair.
That's true.
And I really like, if we ever renewed our vows, I'm like, let's do it at the Ren Fair, because it's actually a very
there's my
great Kool-Aid has just spilled all over.
Yep, that just happened. So signing off for DMWATS.
All of a sudden I can hear the Kool-Aid man going, yeah,
exactly. Well, between that and our dog, you guys may have noticed that she's proud of herself for that one. But anyway, she's proud of. Let her have her moment, everybody. Just let her get all the giggles out. What you
not seeing anything else.
But what you guys may also notice is the camera rocking back and forth. That would be our dog behind the camera. We have it set up on a tripod.
The new camera's on a tripod.
And
Lisa's taken to, who's this big, has taken to the tripod like this big.
Exactly. So
she's playing slalom.
Yep. So I'm gonna go ahead and say we're done with this topic because that Kool-Aid is seeping through my pants.
Go see that. It's really it's cool. It's cheap.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of fun. And I'm sure there's other destination weddings, but right now we're dealing with grape nuts.
Yeah, great. Okay. She is all right. Okay, just let her have her. She's happy with herself. Let her have her moment, everybody. Sorry. I'm gonna drink the rest of my grape Kool-Aid and say thank you guys for joining us for the other episode of DMWATS podcast. That is all right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. DMWATSpodcast.com is where you can find us. Catch us on all the streaming service. We got a few cryptos. Got a few cryptos you like to watch.
The person in my brain won't stop right now.
Yeah. No, she's really happy about the grape nuts coming.
No, it's not even that. I have so many more.
Yeah, I know.
We need to shut this off.
All right. So blue and yellow. Make sure you guys support Ukraine.
Coming at me. Let's go.
All right. Make blue and yellow. Make sure you guys support Ukraine.
Please support
All right.
Ukraine.
Be on the lookout for our NFTs. OpenSea.io/DMWATS is where y'all can find our other NFTs. Sorry, it's cold over here. All of a sudden,
It was cold.
It was cold. It had ice in it. So anyway, take from that what you will. Our dog, our service dog says goodbye. And anyway, so signing off for DMWATS. I'm Davey. All right, we're gonna catch you guys on the next one. I gotta turn this shit off. It's cold as hell.
Bye.
Yes, bye. We'll see you later.
Yeah.
Y'all have a good one. Goddamn Kool-Aid. That shit was free. Nah, don't try acting third now. You was just crazy. Your ass was on a damn roll over here.